Hello children, this is the video as a revision you can say. So in this, whatever the question answers and exercises I have given, now that I am going to discuss because chapter is already explained. So this is chapter 5, major domain of the earth geography. Is it clear? So now we should start the topic. So topic as such, not it is like that, as you have read the chapter and I have given the explanation also in this chapter, so you can listen those video if you are having any doubt regarding the chapter. So now we will start with the exercises. So multiple choice question which maybe I think so you have written in your copies. So moving air is called, as I have explained that what is the moving air. So moving air is called, what is that called? That is the wind. Okay, the percentage of water on the earth's surface, as I have explained children that how much percentage of water is there on the earth, which is already I have explained that why we face the problem of water. The reason is that the fresh water resources are very less and the percentage is very less. The percentage of water, but here we are talking about total percentage of water, that is the 71%. Now the third question is that the layer of rocks and soil is called, means the layer which is there on the rock and soil, that is called the lithosphere. The largest deccan on the earth. Okay, what is the largest deccan of the ocean on the earth? Okay, so that is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, which is the largest ocean on the earth, children? That is the Pacific Ocean. Maitri and the Dakshin Gangotri. Okay, Maitri and the Dakshin Gangotri, these are the two research stations of India. But where is it? Okay, so Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri are the two research stations of India in Antarctica. Okay, now children, match the column. As it is given the Africa, so that is the Sahara Desert. Southern hemisphere, children, that is the answer will be the water hemisphere. Atlantic Ocean, children, that is the S shape. Okay, Atlantic Ocean is, that is the shape of the S. Highest point, children, that is the Mount Everest. Okay, now South America, children. So South America, Andes, and this Troposphere. Okay, Troposphere, it is the weather changes. Okay, whatever the weather changes are there, that is found in the troposphere. Longest coastline, what is the longest coastline, children? That is the Atlantic. Okay, Atlantic. And the separate Asia and Europe. Okay, so that is the Ural Mountains. Now children, true and false. So in area, children, of highest temperature, the atmospheric pressure is also high. So what is the answer will be there? In area where the high temperature is there, their atmospheric pressure is, it is given in the book, it is high, but it should be low. So that the answer, it will be false. The ozone layer, what is the work of the ozone layer? So ozone layer prevent the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. So that will be the true answer. The constituent of the atmosphere are the 78% nitrogen and 20.95% is oxygen. So that is also false. The three domain of the biosphere are land, air and water. So that is true. So the Mariana Trench is the deepest point of the earth lying in the Indian Ocean. That is the answer is false. So now we are coming to the very short answer. Okay. Very short answer, children. The first question is that what is lithosphere? Okay. So first thing is that it is the Greek language word. Okay, lithosphere is there. Already I have explained, but a question answer also I am going to explain. The lithosphere. Okay, this is the word which has come from the Greek language, and the word is lithos. And what is the meaning of the lithos? Lithos meaning is that stone. Okay, what is the meaning of the lithos? Lithos meaning is stone. So the upper layer of the earth, okay, upper layer of the earth made up of rocks. It means stones. The upper layer of the earth made up of rocks and soil. So that's the reason we call this is the lithosphere. Okay. Now what is Eurasia? So children, together the name Asia and Europe, when you join that both together, that will be the term as the term of the Eurasia. Okay, so Eurasia is the name. How is it that Asia and Europe, when you will combine together, that will be become the Eurasia. Combination name will be there. Name the two Indian research centers located in Antarctica. So you have to tell the name of the research center which is located in the Antarctica. So those Indian centers are the Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri, which you will find is answer in your take the correct option. Also the same question is given. Now the next question is that why is the southern hemisphere called the water hemisphere? What is the reason that southern hemisphere is called the water hemisphere? Okay, this is the question number 4. So as you know that the most of the southern hemisphere is covered by the ocean and sea. Why? Again, I am telling you why. What is the reason that southern hemisphere is called the water hemisphere? The reason is very simple. Most of the southern hemisphere which is covered by the water. Okay, water bodies we can say. So that is ocean and sea. So that is the reason we call southern hemisphere to water hemisphere also. Is it clear? Now the question number 5, children. Which ocean remains covered with thick sheet of ice throughout the year? Okay, which ocean that remains covered with the thick sheet of ice, means which is the ocean with covered throughout the year with the ice sheet? Okay, so this is the question number 5. So the Arctic Ocean, which ocean is covered by the ice sheet throughout the year, children? That is the Arctic Ocean that is remained covered with the thick sheet of ice throughout the year. Is it clear? Now, which hemisphere is called the land hemisphere and why? As we have the same type of question we have discussed for the southern hemisphere, why it is called the water hemisphere. So the reason is that is the most of the part of the southern hemisphere is covered by water, means ocean and sea. That's the reason we call southern hemisphere to the water hemisphere. But here the question is that which hemisphere is called the land hemisphere? Okay, so that is the question number 6. The northern hemisphere. Which hemisphere is called the land hemisphere? Which hemisphere is called the land hemisphere? That is the northern hemisphere is called the land hemisphere. Is it clear? Now the question number 7. Name the largest and the smallest continent. Okay, what is the largest? You have to tell the name of the largest and the smallest continent. So that is very simple answer. Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Okay, you have to name both here, largest also and smallest continent also. The largest continent is the Asia and smallest continent is the Australia. Is it clear? So that we have done the short answers, children. Now children, short answers. So the first question is that how many continents are there in the world and name them. So this question, I know that you have no confusion in that, but then also I'm going to explain. So there are the 7 major continents are there, children, in the world. That is, they are the Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, and Australia and Antarctica. Is it clear? Now what is the ozone layer, children? The ozone is a kind of gas, means ozone is a one kind of gas, okay, and found in very small quantity. So ozone is found in very small quantity in the outer surface of the earth, forming a layer. What is the work of that? That is the forming the layer. So that's the reason it is extremely important, as it protect the earth. Why ozone layer is important? Because it protect the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. That's the reason ozone layer is very, very important. Now define the biosphere. Okay, so the biosphere, also the word which has come from the Greek language, children. Okay, and that bio meaning is that the life. What's the meaning of bio? Bio meaning is life. So biosphere is the combination of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Land, air and water, which we says. Lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. These 3 combinations are there, which is the we can say the biosphere is a combination of lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere, which create the ideal condition for nurturing all forms of life. That's the reason this is the we can say that biosphere is that the ideal condition for the nurturing for all forms of lives, because these 3 are the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere is the combination of the biosphere. Now the question is that write a few lines about the Indian Ocean. So you have to write down some lines about the Indian Ocean. So the Indian Ocean is the first thing is that 3rd largest of the world oceanic and division, covering approximately the 20% of the water on the earth's surface, and it is a triangular in shape. Okay, so Indian Ocean shape is the triangular. Okay, this is the 3rd largest of the world oceanic division, and the ocean has the coastline of 66,526 kilometer with the depth 7,528 meter. Now the question number 5, how is Asia separated from Europe? Okay, so Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountain and the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea. Okay, now the question number 6, what is wind and how is it caused? Means what is the wind and what is the cause of the wind? Okay, so moving air is called the wind. First answer, and the reason is that the difference in atmospheric pressure. Okay, when differences in the atmospheric pressure over the different area, in different area, different atmospheric pressure is there. So that's the reason the difference in the atmospheric pressure over the different areas that makes the air move. Understood? Now the 7th question is that why is the earth called a unique planet? What is the reason that earth is called a unique planet? So the earth is called a unique planet. Why? Because the all life sustain elements as like land, water and air are present here, which is very, very important for the surviving the all forms of life. That's the reason the earth is the unique planet. Understood? Now the long question, which is the only one question I have given from the long. Define the term that global warming. What are its consequences? So that is that the global warming, as we always discuss about this topic, so that is also very easy to understand. The global warming is the continuous rise in the average temperature. Okay, the global warming is the continuous rise in the average temperature of the earth, atmosphere and ocean, and so what is the reason? The global warming makes the sea level also rise, affect the ecosystem, affects the daily weather, and increases temperature and causes a decline in agriculture. So these are the reasons of the global warming. Understood? So now here that all the question answers which is I have given in your chapter to understand, that I have explained again. So learn that all questions, even though so many questions in the other chapters also I have already cut those questions, and a long answer also I have not given. So it's very easy for you to learn. By this video also you can learn the question answers. So all the best, and please do study.